Our app is called AstroNotes, and it is a graph-based lecture analysis tool that uses generative AI to make student resources for studying. So the first thing we're going to do is log into our account. And once we're logged in, we're going to see all of our transcripts that we have created. And in the screen, you can filter by different classes you've taken, search through all the different transcripts that you have, and see a quick summary of them and their name. And all of the different resources that are created as a part of this tool are going to be saved here. So you'll be able to come back later and utilize them for future studying. But for now, we're going to make a new transcript.
So as you can see, the first option that appears when you open or create a new transcript is the mind map. And the mind map is really the core of our whole platform, as we are internally storing all of the data as a forest, a tree structure with nodes and edges. And what the mind map is it is dynamically generated when a user is recording audio, say from a lecture when a professor is speaking. And what it will do is it will dynamically create new nodes as the information is talked about. And it does this through audio to text speech recognition browser API, which we are then pipelining to our fast API backend. And from there, we are storing the session while the audio is playing, recording in Redis. So that way it's a lot more efficient and we don't have to keep writing to the database every time. And we're also using vectorized RAG search. So when we get our nodes, we are then joining and merging these like nodes, these topics, these similar subtopics together. So we create a more intelligent tree and forest structure. And to demonstrate this, we are going to play a quick 2-minute video.
A brief overview of World War II. The war in Europe began in September 1939, when Nazi Germany, under Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland. Using blitzkrieg tactics, the country was quickly overtaken. The world was shocked. Britain and France responded by declaring war on Germany, but took little action. This became known as the Phony War. But in 1940, German offensives rapidly defeated Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, and France. The British Army, meanwhile, was on the retreat, being evacuated from Dunkirk. Britain, alone, was attacked by Germany during the Battle of Britain and the Blitz.
And so as you can see, as the video was playing, the information was dynamically generated for the mind map.
Next up, we've got a summary, and this is going to use a RAG search combined with that storage of all of the different nodes and edges to generate a quick summary for if you need to review a class before an upcoming lecture or study for an exam. And it's going to cover the most major topics and give you a really brief overview of exactly what happened in this lecture.
The next feature we have are flashcards. These flashcards are, again, dynamically generated and can be saved persistently to your account if you want to, say, study a specific set over and over again. And you can also go through a quiz mode as well, where you can really test your knowledge.
Next up, we have a presentation that you can create. This is really good for if you want to have a study session with other people and share all the information from that lecture, or just review everything in a different layout that's a little bit easier to see. There's a present mode where you can go through all the different topics laid out in a really organized manner to go through all the different things that were in that lecture.
We also have an exam tool where it can create an exam that consists of multiple choice, select multiple, and true and false questions. And they'll tell you how many you got wrong and how many you got right to really help test your knowledge and help you prepare for an upcoming exam.
So if we fill out all of these questions real quick, Obviously, we're not going to do very well.
Made a lot of questions.
Then we can see exactly how poorly we did. Next up, we have a RAG-assisted chatbot. We can ask about something specific. Let's just say, tell us about World War II. And we can see exactly what it has to say. It'll give us a brief overview of everything using a RAG search to generate everything. And then lastly, you can use generative AI to update all of the information about each lecture and also fill out exactly what class based off of previous classes you've taken that it fits into. So once we save these changes, we can go back to transcripts, see our brand new lecture that was added. And the last thing we got to say is that AstroNotes is deployed to Azure and ready to go for anyone to use. So you can feel free to just head over to this URL, astro-notes.net, and give it a spin for yourself and use it to generate some lecture tools.
How long was that?